Hi guys, it's Unleashed Code and I just want to do a quick video for you to show you my hardware setup for Arma 3. When I say hardware, I'm talking about peripherals and joysticks, headset, head tracking and rudder pedals. As you can see, this is an X55 RHINO made by SAITEK. It is an amazing joystick. It's got totally separate throttle and totally separate joystick using up 2 USB ports. And it really is fantastic to fly with. I fly in Falcon BMS, as you know, quite regularly, and I couldn't do it without that. I get a lot of finesse, a lot of control, and a lot of options, and everything is HOTAS, exactly what it's supposed to be, hands-on, throttle and stick. So I don't have to touch the keyboard very often and take, hands away from controls. This is my Mark 1 Blister mouse. It's a fantastic mouse. It's got a ton of extra features on there. I can actually change the DPI of the mouse on the fly as well with a button on the left, and it's got a load of extra mouse buttons on there, so it means when I'm ground inventory I really have a lot of options and controls on my hand. Right on top of my head you'll see an EDTRACKER, and an EDTRACKER, this is sort of the equivalent of a track IR if people are familiar with it. If not, you can just see on screen wherever I look. I can actually look around the cockpit, so it gives me a full 3D view. Absolutely essential for simulator games, absolutely essential for Arma 3 as a pilot, I would say, just to know your surroundings, what's left, what's right. And in Falcon BMS there's absolutely no way I could fly without it. It's absolutely integral to flying the F-16 and knowing what's at the cockpit and everything else that's around. So moving on from there, we've got, that's my just normal blue cherry keyboard. That's my only complaint about it, is it's blue keys on there rather than brown, so it's rather noisy. And under the desk is my new SAITEK rudder pedals. Really pleased with them. It does make life a lot harder initially, but I think in the future it's actually going to give me a lot more control over the heli. It's just taking some time getting used to. As you can see, you've got full rudder control. In the middle is a disc, and that's for tightening and reducing the pressure it's required to push the pedals. And if you actually look at the top, I'm just going to lift the pedal here. If you lift the pedal, you can see them move forward, and you can use those as wheel brakes. What's brilliant about that in Arma 3 is when I'm on the ground, I will use that for peering right, peering left, and if I'm in a car or a buggy, I'll actually use them as like an accelerator and a brake. So really super handy. Now, I love my gaming chair. I have showed my gaming chair before, but I do have an issue with it. Now I've got the rudder pedals. As you know, if you play Arma, you spend many hours sat in your ass, and I need to be sat comfortably to play. But if you have rudder pedals and you're moving left and right all the time, you're going to be spinning your chair, and it's very hard to actually get yourself squared up in center when your chair is moving all the time. So that's the only downfall with that. So here we are, just jumping on to do some helo missions here. This is all AI. I just wanted to show some because obviously with the rudder pedals I'll be able to show you exactly how much more finesse and control that I have. I will tell you straight off the bat, it is taking a lot longer to get used to than I thought, but I do have a lot more control over the helicopter. It's just a thing of coordination, because now I'm obviously using left hand for right hand for side click, left hand for collective, and using my feet for rudder pedals, and combining all of them together is taking a bit of practice, taking a bit of time, but it does allow me to do maneuvers like this which I just couldn't do previously. So there we are, able just to spin round and just land softly. Now the aim of it will be to obviously speed up these landings, but as I'm a complete newbie pilot and taking my time to learn, then there's no point rushing these things. Speed will come. Speed and accuracy will come in time. Also with the takeoffs, you'll notice that I just very easily able to back away and then just step on the rudder and that's it. Just pull the helicopter around, nice controlled fashion, and drop over the edge of the hill into fast forward flight. And stuff like that was so much harder when before I had it, I was having it on my joystick, my rudder control, and it was a twist grip action, and you lose a lot of control and finesse when you do that, and it really has made things easier. But at the same time, I also noticed when I start getting a bit hot under the collar with everything and the pressure's actually piling on, like right here, I came in and I actually bled off speed faster than I thought. So I'm trying to land, I've still got my foot on the rudder pedal and my brain has not switched off on that fact. So I'm, you know, if I kept going round, I could have put my tail rotor into that fence. It's something that's just taking time to get used to. Really has improved flying though overall. I really am getting more and more fly like a boss moments like this, where you just fly, pick a path through a forest and fly straight through a forest. But with Arma 3, as you know, every time you get your confidence up, there is an instant round the corner just to put you squarely back down on the ground. So there we are. Once again, really enjoying these rudder pedals. Moves like this, right, just gliding sideways. I'm using the rudder really a lot to just bleed off that excess speed. And the tail rotor is great for doing that. And then just coming in and landing and picking up some troops. Will take a lot more time and practice before I can do it quite happily in built up areas. Perfect example is here. I actually was starting to take fire from the right, or at least I thought I was. I don't think I did, but I decided to move it just behind this building here, and I saw a truck there and I thought, right, I'll just land it here, let the guys out. But this is all about it. In multiplayer, I'm not good enough really to be taking people in and out of LZs safely. And in this next clip I'll show you a case where I got bombarded by an awful backseat driver. He's a mate of mine, so he's going to be giving me flack. And at the end of the day, I had an LZ pointed out to me. I decided to take that LZ. I landed in a field next to the LZ. He complained. Well, I'll let you watch it. And this is exactly why you should just do what you want to do as a pilot.
Fly faster, mate.
Shut up, we're there.
Just go further up. There's no there up there. Fly up there. Don't want to walk up there.
You are fat and lazy, aren't you?
Come on. You're coming in too slow also.
I'm right on my LZ.
Backseat driver.
Why are you landing here?
Oh, for fuck's sakes. Alright, if we're all dead, it's your fault.
Look at the map, there's LZ.
I'm on it.
Yeah.
You've got...
Here comes a jet. Cass on your right.
Well done, old guard. That's it. We're all fucked.
Oh, you survived.
All's guard.